Well, hey there. So, I guess you can tell by the thumbnail what we're working on. I'm trying to make more videos. I just can't get into it. I don't know. When I'm doing something and then I get frustrated and then it's not very positive and then you're not learning anything and then, So, anyway, I've got my 69 in here and we're gonna put a motor in it. I've been off work for a little while and I don't have a whole lot of money, so it's a budget build. I'm getting over COVID pneumonia. I got it September the 14th. Today is November the 18th, right? It's November the 18th. And so anyway, I haven't worked and I'm tired of my truck sitting here not doing anything. I've got a motor right here. I've got the transmission. I got everything bolted together. I'm not 100%, so we're not going back to work, but I can at least do something in my shop for a little bit. So let's do a how-to C10 build on a budget. So this is it. It's a 1969 C10. To be honest, I've got everything to make it to do a 5-lug conversion. And like I said, I've been off for over 2 months fighting COVID pneumonia. I was in the hospital for 11 days. And so I had on 15 liters of oxygen. So I lived through it. Thank God. Everybody's praying for me. It all worked out for me. Check it out. This thing has been off the road, or it hasn't been registered. The tags went out in 13. So it's time to put it back together. Like I said, this is just gonna be a straight budget. I had plans of putting it new body bushings, new lines, AC, replace the rockers. But to be honest, I'm sick of watching everybody's YouTube videos and being stuck inside. The weather's nice, so I've got everything. I bought these seats a few years ago. They're electric and they work. I'm gonna cut the headrest off because I don't like the way you can see the headrest in the windows. And then I got a friend that's gonna give me a factory seat. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but all we're doing is we're gonna bolt this thing together. The only thing different I'm doing is I'm putting a different motor in it and I'm changing those mounts. I'm putting the clamshell mounts on it. Here, I'll show you a clip of the motor right here. All right, so I'm making progress here. I have the motor in. It's mounted in. Cross member of transmission motor mounted in. And right now, I'm having to source out all my brackets. I don't have them all. Oh. Trying to do this, the sun's going down, and so far I didn't have the right seal for my transmission. I put a new rear seal in. I put a front pump seal in and a rear seal, and the one that after I'd taken this out, I realized the one I had was the wrong size. So far I spent $10.70 to get the motor in and sitting in. I need to clean all the crap out of the back of it. And like I said, it's been sitting for a long time. Got me some tires for my 6-lug wheels. They're not what I want. I normally run 275 60 15s on it. These are gonna be 235 75 15s, which, like I said, we're just trying to get it going. I'm piecing it together with parts I have. And I got lucky and I found new motor mounts that I had bought a few years ago. And I just need to find. See, I'll show you. I have got that off the run stand. Let's see. I just have a whole shelf of parts just a bunch of junk. And that's how I'm getting this put together, is just by just junk that I've got laying around in parts and stuff. Everything is everywhere. Just save everything. I even, like those cars that I take and I junk or whatever and I part out, I keep all the stuff. You never know when you need it. But it's actually getting in some bad hoarding stuff now, so I need to start selling some stuff or using it up. So anyway, yep, I got the wheels off, got the tires broke down. I need to put those tires on, but I'm gonna paint them. I'm gonna paint my wheels before I put the tires on. Got to paint my core support. Anyway, making progress. I'm moving forward. So this is how far I got on my brackets. I got an alternator bracket, that's all I have. I got the water pump, that's from something I've had from another job project. I got the pulleys, found some pulleys, and like I said, I got the alternator bracket. And then I tried making this bracket work. It fits right there like that, but I don't know what it goes to. I have some AC brackets for the V-belt type. I think this is a big block alternator bracket. And then this right here, I actually believe this is a serpentine belt bracket for the AC. Anyway, out of all this rubbish that I've actually fetched up, I don't have enough to make my power steering bolt up to my motor. And I do have, I mean, I can bolt it up. This bolt, yeah, that bolt goes to the block and this goes to the water pump. But I don't have this part that swivels up to take all the tension out of it. So, we're going serpentine. So here it is, parts truck. I actually need to get the radiator because I have a 94. I just ruined the radiator on it. And so I need to get the radiator off of this truck. And since I'm scavenging it for parts, I'm gonna go ahead and rob that serpentine belt system. I'm not that crazy about it. They set up pretty high. And anyway, it's not the old style, but really I'm trying to get functionality out of it. I'm trying to get this thing as dependable as I can. I'm not trying to show it or anything. I just want to be able to get in, drive it, and go anywhere I want to go. So anyway, this is a good candidate for a parts truck. And yeah, let me show you. It's a 6-lug, 3/4 ton. I got it because the gentleman that had it before me, there's this falling-off truck. Falling-off passed away, and it just sat pretty much like how I've got it right now, just sitting. And rats have ate all the wires off of it before he knew it. They were already. This thing was packed with just rat's nests. It was awful, but anyway, it's gonna be a good parts truck. Like I said, it's a 94 model, 3/4 ton, 6-lug, 3/4 ton. It's in decent shape. The interior's in good shape, and it's only showing 156,000 miles. So I haven't tried to get the motor running, but I think since I'm gonna go ahead and get the radiator off of it, and I'm grabbing the serpentine belt, I'll probably go ahead and I've got an intake that I've drilled it to where it'll fit the TBI heads, and we'll go ahead and put a carburetor on it one day to just see if it'll run, see how good it does. I don't think it'll even shift because they got all the wiring, the bulkhead of the wiring. And anyway, I can at least get it running, see if it'll start. So oh yeah, that's what I'm stumbling here because I know I had to say something else. I've got to take this pulley and pull this pulley off this power steering pump, and then I get the pump off, and then there's a bolt back there in the back. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, I gotta get that bolt off. I don't think there's a bolt, is it? Get that back there. There's some reason why I had to take that off. I've done these swaps before, so anyway, I do know I had to pull that pulley and that power steering pump and get a bolt off back there. So let me get it off. So here it is, the end of my misery. It's a complete serpentine system, all the way from the water pump to the alternator to the AC compressor, all my pulleys, everything I need. So I have a 97 truck that I use to pull stuff with, and I always keep an extra serpentine belt in case I'm out on the road and it breaks. So I'm kind of hoping that I have one. Now I say that out loud, I don't know if I used it or not, but either way, this is everything I need to complete my pulley assembly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the alternator off that bracket, take the power or the AC compressor off the other bracket, and then I'm gonna sandblast them, get them painted, get them cleaned up. And I am gonna use that water pump. It's a replacement water pump. It don't even have any paint on it, but it's got fresh silicone on the back side of it, and it's got like a little green dot on it, and it's tight. So, you know, people do will it runs, and then they drive them 400 or 500 miles on YouTube all the time. So at least I can give a water pump a shot that I'm just gonna put a few miles on a day, maybe. So anyway, I'm out of breath. So I didn't record pulling that pulley. Yeah, I was trying to beat the sun. I was trying to get all this off before it got dark. But I'll show putting it back on, and it's the opposite of, you know, putting it on is the opposite of taking it off, but it's the same tools, kind of. So I'll show you that, and then, oh, this is what I was gonna show you too. When I was recording earlier, I got a little trumped up on why I had to pull the pulley on the power steering pump, but this is it. These three holes right here had bolts behind the pulley, and then you had to take this was a bracket that the power steering pump is on. Or this isn't it, it's another one. But anyway, you unbolt it off the exhaust manifold, and then that bolts up behind the alternator, and then your power steering pump is on here. And once you get everything unbolted, it rolls out of the way, and you can get this bolt out. So yeah, let me get these sandblasted, get them cleaned up, and get them on the motor. So I've just been cranking away, just putting this thing back together. So let me show you where I'm at right now. I have part of the serpentine belt set up on. The power steering pump's been giving me trouble. The fitting that I have is for an O-ring style fitting. No, I'm sorry, it's for a flange style fitting. And the power steering pump is an O-ring style fitting. And so, I don't know why, but this bracket, I'm not able to get behind my motor, and then I'm running ram horn exhaust manifolds, so that's probably affecting this lining up and working for me very good. So I gotta do a little bit of hackery on it. I think what I'm gonna do is cut it right here, get it to where it will bolt up here, the back of the alternator, and these two studs here. I may have to do some trimming around this part right here before to get around the exhaust manifolds. Yeah, and I don't know if these ram horns are gonna work because they are right on the valve covers. I'm hoping they'll work. I'm just plugging away on this about an hour, 2 hours every day, and we sold our house, so I don't know that I'll be able to do it, but I'm really wanting to drive this thing off my property. It's been sitting for 7 years. It should be able to drive to the new place. So anyway, I still have to, the AC bracket, I still have to get it on. The other pulley bracket, I still have to paint it. Everything's painted up pretty good. I'm sandblasting and painting it. I painted my fan clutch black. That's a little goofy looking, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go buy a new one. I've got everything nice and painted. Thinking about painting my intake. See how somebody painted it once before or something, and it was polished. So I'm thinking about painting it red like my motor is, and then putting black valve covers and an old style breather back on it. But anyway, that's just an update on it. I kind of jumped ahead and put my core support on. I got it painted, put it on because I was just needing a different pace, change of pace, I guess. So I may throw the passenger or the driver's side fender on just to make sure my body mounts or my core support mounts are the right ones. Just make sure I get the gap right on it. But anyway, just to update on what I've got. So it's the next day. I didn't get my AC bracket. I called it a power steering bracket in the last clip, but anyway, the AC bracket, I didn't get it painted or put on. Things are winding down as far as me having to get out of here, and I don't have a shop to really go to. But I did get my power steering line, and I have that problem taken care of. See how the ends of it, where's that? There you go. It's a flared end. There you go. And so the serpentine belt, or the serpentine setup, the power steering pump comes with a O-ring style fitting, and this is it. Here it is right here. See how it has the end for like an O-ring, and this one is a flared end. So all you have to do is there's two ways you can go with that. You can get a new gearbox, steering box, whatever you're gonna call it, or you can change the fitting out on the back of the power steering pump. And that's what I'm gonna do. I actually have all this crap that I've gathered up, and I got to looking, and you look down in there and you can see that is for a O-ring fitting, and this one is a flared fitting. So all I have to do is take this fitting out of the back of the power steering pump of this one and put it over in the one with the serpentine belt. And like I said, the time is running out for me finishing this truck up. The reality is I'm not going to finish it before I have to move out, so I'm just going to slam it together, a few bolts here and there, to where I can have it to where it looks complete, and I don't have any parts going in the back of it. So I'll get the power steering line on today. I'm gonna just bolt the AC bracket up, put the belt on it, put the fender on it, the grill, the bump, or the hood, and then just clean it up. Normally I have everything nice and neat and cleaned up. I haven't even cleaned the leaves and stuff that's in the back of it since I started this. I did put I did get the wheels painted. I got the tires put on. They look pretty good. They're not bad looking for 235 75. They actually don't look too bad, and they're cheap. They're a lot cheaper than 275 60s, so I may have found something I like better than that. So anyway, I think this is where I'm gonna end this video. I started editing some of it last night. I'm up to like 15 minutes, so about 20-minute videos, all anybody wants to watch anyway. So I'm gonna end it here, and then we'll pick up where I get it on the ground, and I'll show you putting the fenders and the hood and all that together and cleaning it up, getting it ready for the new move.